basically, he had his son for the weekend. He was in that whole situation. The woman got the kid one. He got the kid on the weekend. And as we're driving, he took the phone away from his kid. The kid's about, like, let's just say about 8, 9 years old, more or less. And he took the phone from him because I think he was on TikTok or some shit. I don't know what he was doing. But pretty much, this kid literally had a damn temper tantrum in the car about the phone. And he literally started trying to hit the dad, man. And I was like, man, basically this whole society got our men's nuts clipped, man. Because he can't even do anything, like in a sense, to dad. Because if he does something, then he's got to deal with that fucking dragon still, man. That damn bitch, man.
It's illegal. It's illegal to be. I say it all the time. It's illegal to be a man. And I'm just laying back and off the brother. Like that's what I seen when I grew up too. Like, well, when my grandparents, my grandmother make the food. My grandfather ate first. Then we ate. Then she ate. And then she would get his plate and take it. And not only does that show you how a woman's supposed to act, but it shows you what you're supposed to accept from a woman.
Right.
It shows you what you're supposed to accept from a woman, man. And when my granddaddy came in the house, we took his boots off, the kids, like, this shit, how could you even want to be in this place, man?
I got a precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'm gonna start at 21, then hop to 19 and 20. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evil grow upon earth. The brothers were talking about how women are just getting smoked left and right. Everyone's getting smoked. Not just women, everybody's getting smoked. And it says, sword, famine, and great confusion. And the reason why I wanted to also bring this up is because of that great confusion, man. Things aren't in order anymore, all right? And you got kids running the household, women, all right? Shit, Esau running this world. Got everything all out of course, as it said with the Psalms or the 82.
Psalms 82.
Everything's all messed up, man.
Hey, it said, one of the one I learned from this brother, the elder brother Benji, man. That Job, what's that, Job 10 and 20 or 20?
Yeah.
10, the darkness without light.
Yep.
Now, Job, exactly. He said it. He said a land with darkness as his light. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. This
Go
is
ahead.
Job chapter 10, and I'll start at 21. This is Job chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and out of the shadow of death, without any order.
With no order.
And where the light is as darkness.
Right, and that's why when you go, and that's a prophecy because Job, the book of Job is notably known for, the affliction of Job and how he rose from that persecution. But it's a lot of prophecies in Job. It was in order during the time of Job. That's why he said this was a prophecy. Same thing in the time of King David. He was prophesying when he said, "Yea, though he walked through the valley of death, the valley of the shadow of death." They were speaking about America. That's why Isaiah said, "Woe to those who call good evil and evil good. Put darkness for light." That's Isaiah 5 and 20. You got the song? Bring that out real quick.
Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, even when they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Exactly. The women want to be men. The men want to be women. The children want to be adults. The adults want to be children. Now, granted, even though we don't participate in that wickedness that Hallows Eve, but when you look on like the Instagram feed or the TikTok or YouTube, whatever, or you just walk around the streets in whatever city you in, it be more, but especially on the social media because you see more, it be more adults dressed up. Like this nigga Kanye West said, Halloween is the only time where adult gets to be their self. It be more fucking adults into this shit than a kid. Now my wicked ass auntie them used to take us trick-or-treating and shit back in the early 90s and shit. And you never seen no shit like that. This place is folly, man.
1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of a woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is the Most High. So you see, there's an order to everything. You see, and going into that, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Hey, there's an order to everything, man.
I got something back for you. This is the book of Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man. My pertaining to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know, this is what Esau allows. You know, he allows the Jake woman to be over the Israelite man. You know, this is basically, you know, confusion. You know, we know this man is wicked. You know, this is basically, you know, him, you know, destroying the Israelite household by having our woman over us.
That's right. Like the brother had made a point a couple years ago. The brother, I don't know the brother's name, but he like the head brother, GMS Solemn Assembly. He had made a point with that. He was saying like what Esau did is just like in nature. When they study the male lion, you take out the male lion and you attack the cubs and the woman, and they just gonna follow you because that's how the lions are, man. And he might just kill the kids if the bitch don't comply. But now you have the woman complying, and when she's raising these nobodies. That's why all these black and Latino males, you know, they walking around, they the gang banging, or they part of the broke rich generation.
They raised a bunch of narcissistic children because their mother told them, "Oh, you're my king." This mother's raising her son, and he's her king. Let me cater to you because I ain't got a man to cater to because I'm naturally built to be like this. Talking about the woman. So she does and pours this energy to her damn child, and this little nigga never learns actual life. You know? He never learns to man up. It's a lot. Now, look, I gotta grab it. It talks about don't go to yourself every time he cries. You know, let you think too much of it. And it goes right back to growing up to be a damn a proudful motherfucker, man.
A degenerate.
Right. You go grow up in school thinking life is about you. Because your mother made it all about you. You go off in school, instead of her whipping your ass, she cussing the damn teacher out. The next woman cuss the teacher out for getting on your ass, man. That's madness, bro. You did the damn dickhead, and the teacher can't even listen to you.
Hey, man.
Well, she should have called me instead of doing
Exactly.
It takes a village. You ever heard of that?
Yep. That's
In the
right.
ancient world, the priest would whip, and the priest whipped grown men ass, man.
In front of everybody. In front of everybody. That's called open rebuke. That's why the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love.
That's right.
It says that it's better than the wounds of a faithful friend and the kisses of an enemy. How did the Lord get betrayed? By the kiss of a friend, man.
Back up.
Fucking clowns.
I got something back from St. Benji. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And that's what we're seeing right now. Especially this new generation, man. These kids are just through, man. They attack their grandparents. They attack their, fathers, mothers. All right, they swear at them. Okay.
Right.
You
That
know?
shit madness. In the 90s, growing up, that's the shit on damn Comedy Channel. They make fun of Edomite children for that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you go to your white friend's house, they say, fuck you, mom. They're like, oh, no, you can't be like that. Or if they talk about, oh, their white friend come to their so-called white, come to their crib, they be like, you don't take that from her. And then they take the Israel advice. They get knocked out. That was a joke back then, man.
It was. I remember one time I really thought. I remember I went home from school. I got suspended or something, or the teacher wrote a note or something or shit. I really thought I wasn't gonna get my ass whooped. I'm like, man, this shit really, it didn't even feel real. I'm like, man, I didn't get my ass whooped. Man, I woke up the next morning, motherfucker was over my ass with a extension cord, whacking my stupid ass, man. That shit was hilarious. I look back now, that shit was funny as hell, man. I was salty as fuck. Like, now I'm gonna put it in your head before you go to school not to do some stupid shit.
Yep, these last 3 generations, man, monsters have been produced. You know, monsters have been produced.
I got a quick one right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For Yahweh has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that's the result. You're seeing the results of that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Not only do these women raise these kids to be animals and to be monsters, but they actively teach them to hate their fathers as well, man.
Oh, yeah.
And to be disrespectful to their fathers as well, man.
That's to any man.
That's right.
In any man.
Yep,
right.
Any man, bro.
And that leads to you not being able to have respect for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because those are the ultimate men. And that's why these people are godless out here, man. They don't have no respect for no authority, no masculine energy, nothing like that, man. They just want to go off of how they feel about shit, man.
Yep. These women taught them to bow down to women. Even the most gangsters nigga, he done caught 10 bodies. But he go bow down to his bitch.
That's delicious.
Right. Lil Durk supposed to be this gangsta ass nigga.
Oh man.
But he's over there simping over his bitch.
Drinking
These
bad
niggas
water.
sipping hard for these damn bitches, man. And a lot of these niggas is killing niggas over some black bitch
Right.
who getting smacked while he locked up. She on the phone. Hey, this Jody? Yo, my back pregnant? Stay with your mama?
Oh, yeah, the nigga be like, look, we was watching it. I was like, man. Remember we
Man, I got so bad, bro. I nigga don't know about your baby boy, man.
Yeah, he got fired up. He went home and kicked that bitch out. It was me, you, Captain Lee, and Goya.
Yeah, boy,
Because we went to grab that chicken. He got fired up and said, I gotta go kick this bitch out. The black woman out of line. That shit out of line. Because you gotta really think, like, in the world, you be watching that shit. When I was in the world, you know, niggas just used to watch that shit. You don't think nothing of it. But Snoop was really, they really made this nigga to be the bad guy, bro. Like, he really was the bad guy. They made Melvin out to be a baby, but that goes back to what Bataka Law was just saying, like, how it ultimately leads to you not respecting the male authority figure, because Melvin was really trying to lace the niggas with some game, man. He was really trying to show if y'all gonna be in the street, this what you do, this what you don't do, and they ain't my mama.
And Melvin cut him too. He said, look, this is my woman. She'll never be your woman.
Now,
Because these little niggas got, but that comes their mama, kissing them in their mouth, all type of shit,
Right.
man. You know, just being extra, man.
hey, they even made a meme, because you know how they having them little kids like 5 years old with like Gucci belts and t-shirts and fades and shit with the linings and the earrings and shit's awesome. These bitches can't get no man, so they raise their kids to look like the nigga who left them.
Yeah.
Take a picture in front of the car like this.
That's why all these niggas be when they see you with a non-black woman or something like that, they'll, ain't your mama black?
They be the most
Yeah.
gangsters nigga too.
Yeah.
They your black queen.
Black,
you
yeah.
out there killing niggas. What you talking
Come
about?
on, bro. And why the fuck would I, not that, you know, why would you be trying to compare the woman that you're dealing with your mama?
That's the first, you know, that's the first thing
That
I'll
don't
tell
make
you.
no sense, man.
You know, that's the first thing. What you want to have sex with your mama or something?
That
Yeah,
don't make
nigga,
no
you
sense.
stupid.
And we're not talking about behavioral aspects neither. These niggas go straight for physical description when they talk about ain't your mama this. Like, nigga, what is your problem, bro? That's nasty, bro. Like, at least say, if you gonna say if you want a woman like your mama, it should be like how she treat a man properly, and that's how you want a woman to treat you.
I told
you
my,
niggas want a woman that look like your mama directly. You niggas fucking crazy, man.
I told my mama knew, man, before she died. I said I'd never be with a woman like you or my motherfucking grandma, cause y'all ass out of line. I said I could never be my stepfather. Well, the dude who was with my mama, you know, when she was committing adultery back and forth with him and my old man. I said I'd never be like either one of their ass. Neither one of them. Especially when it comes time to deal with no goddamn woman. Well, in that aspect, because for the most part, they both were stand-up guys to this world's aspect and how they dealt with their children. But that woman shit, get the fuck out of here.
Niggas selling bricks and killing niggas and then go home and the bitch tell them to shut up and they go sit in the corner.
I said, Marvin ain't my daddy, but his ass better than you. You fucking out of line.
This is the book of Proverbs.
Yeah, shit, man.
This is the book of Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
That's called no responsibility, no accountability, and no shame. You cannot, it's no way to shame a black woman. This brother brought that out the other day. There's no way to shame the women of our nation, man. It's very hard. Because there's no foundation built. That's why you know, even back in the day in the streets, especially in the world, you know, you used to hear old sayings like you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. That's why you can't shame them. You can't shame these niggas. They snitch on their homies left and right. Niggas that you was just with for fucking 10 years. It ain't like this a nigga you never met. I'm talking about they snitch on their homies, they kill them, they try to have sex with their woman behind their back, all type of just. Because that was raised by the black woman.
Wait for niggas to go to the joint so they can take their bitch.
Man, I done seen it, man.
Ass shit, man.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 6 and 15. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. Jeremiah 6:15. Were they ashamed they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. He never seen the nigga blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh. Hey, these people, they rejoice in their folly, man. All right, hey, it said they declare their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. All right, they declare all their disorder, man, what they into. They got the slut box. These niggas glorify murdering one another. They glorify fucking another man's bitch.
Glorify being a stepdad.
Right, and then instead of
Stepdad.
duking the bitch, the nigga will tell you, you better marry that woman and you want to keep her and marry her. Like, nigga, what's the duke? Bitch, don't be a slut.
Right, where's the
What the
review?
fuck?
Gotta put them right here.
Proverbs will tell you wickedness. They look at wickedness like a sport. It's
Yeah.
love to them, man.
Yeah.
They
They love it. They said they desire the net of evil men. See, we you know, we get on Esau for setting this system up. But to be honest, these niggas was doing this shit before Esau got in power, man.
Right.
They had their father the devil. Esau just gave them license to do it, man.
Free doom.
Yeah, he gave them free doom. That's right, brother. You know, niggas was already simping, man. You read Jeremiah, what's that, 18 or 44?
44.
44, yeah. Them bitches, wait, was not our husbands that we were serving the queen of heaven? They cussed the prophet out. And then said their husbands didn't even give a shit. They fucking.
He said we
fucking
had, but it go back to that spirit of Egypt because he's let you know we had quails and melons there. We had this and that. Jake loves instant gratification, man. They can't deprive themselves no type of shit that feel good, man. They have no balance, man.
They got their woman, they got their hit up their woman ass. So when that woman complain, they get all broke down in spirit, and now they complaining about the same shit. Hell no, put her in check, man.
Check that bitch.
Let her, she'll be alright. You alright, she alright. Shit.
I got a couple actually. But
Last
just
time
line
they
back
want
on.
some sugar smoke. Old school Bugs Bunny humor.
Go ahead, what's up?
Just to land back off what the elders were saying and how Jake was already in this foolishness before Esau came along. This Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 31. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. And that's what's happening, man. You niggas getting the whole buffet table of all of this wild ass shit that we've been doing all across the board, man. And then
Now they're reaping what they've sown, man.
Right.
That's why Jake is dying left and right. All right. They're going through torments right now. Shit's really happening out here, man. If you're paying attention.
I did the same lesson. It wasn't the same exact lesson, but damn near. I did it the same time. I did the same lesson about 3 times, man. And it's called The Worst Niggas That Will Ever on the Planet Are Alive Today.
hopefully you going to go scoop one of them niggas up right now.
Scoop their ass up like from a cartoon. Like a piece of smashed fucking cheese.
It was like the shit that I saw when I put in the bishop to when I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
For their judgment day. That motherfucker was laid out, man. He was just dead, man. On the fucking main road.
And a lot of y'all niggas that's down right now, y'all not getting merciful deaths. In the spirit, I believe y'all down right now to come back as babies when this shit go down, man. And get eaten or a fucking, Lil Ray Ray, you're gonna become Lil Ray Ray the fucking chicken nugget. And get that missile. That's right, man, because you gotta feel that. The Lord, the Apostle Elder Taha brought it out, the Lord required a sacrifice, man.
Well, Revelation says, man, a lot of the graves shall be open to
Exactly.
get that fire, man. So
Yep.
we're gonna see. And you may be born back. Lord, hey, when Yahweh Shai died, hey, dead people walked the earth again, man. They was back on earth, so it's not far out that it happened again, man, for the wicked this time. You know, come back to get that new living destruction. Or the greater offense have been committed by both the houses of Israel and Judah, man. You know, the prophets been out here, shit, since the 50s, man. All right, since the 50s, started with all the 50s, man. The prophets have been crying against Babylon, man, against the wickedness of our people, and you refuse to hear it, man. So what's left for you, man? And if the salt has lost the savor, what good is it, man? So you can catch to the fire.
I got a quick one. This is the book of 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? Right, judgment is beginning with our 2/3 of our people first. A lot of niggas be dying by dry baths. A lot of niggas be dying in prison. You know, a lot of niggas be getting killed by cops out here. Right. You know?
So like the judgment begins with us.
Us.
It
Because
begins
we
with
held
us.
to that standard.
Right. That's why we going through affliction now, man. It says we judge now so we don't be judged the rest of the world. But then after us, it goes to the heads of Israel, these fake leaders, and then the 2/3. That's why it says how much worse for the unbelievers. You know, because what we going through with chastisement, light affliction. What they finna go through is death by pain.
God, that's why he said I will search Jerusalem with candles
That's
for the
right.
men that set it upon their least. The Lord has to deal with us. And like you said, the righteous is scared to be saved. How much more the ungodly and the sinner? All right, he definitely got to check us first. But hey, like the world has this saying, laugh now, cry later. We crying now so we can laugh later. Because the Lord is making the mark of exemption for the men that cry inside for the abominations that's done in the midst thereof. This is just going back to the death like the other brother was going into. It's Jeremiah 9, and it's how you know you niggas just don't down with these people. this is Jeremiah 9. This is Jeremiah 9 and 26. Egypt and Judah, see, it says Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the utmost corners that dwell in the wilderness, for all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart. So they got to die the death of the heathens, man. They got to die the death of the uncircumcised because they are heathens, man. The Lord is going to deal with them as he dealt with the heathens because they, I think that's in Isaiah. He said they made a covenant with death. They made a covenant with death. You became heathens. That's why in Psalm 50 and 16 he said, but unto the wicked he said, what hast thou to declare my statutes? It goes back to E and Jacob being wicked. John 8 and 44, the elder brother quoted it earlier. You know, you niggas are through.
So this is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is drawn unto them shall fall by the sword. And so if you're going to attach yourself unto the system, if you're an Israelite, hey, you're going to get that heathen's judgment, man. Hey, what is it? Those 4 sword judgments.
That's right.
All these terrible plagues that I read in the scriptures. And look, man, when you guys are going through these calamities, you're going to suffer, man. Starving to death is a fast process, man.
Hey, real quick, I was watching a Joe Rogan interview, and he had one of these chicks from North Korea that escaped from over there. And she was talking about motherfuckers starving so bad. She was talking about motherfuckers over there was starving so bad that dude was just on the ground, couldn't move. His flesh was eating itself, so he had a hole in his in his skin. And the nigga don't even they were saying like it comes to a point where you just don't even feel shit no more. You just there in existence, man.
It's like I was thinking about that. What was the movie? I think it's the movie The Road. When they go into that house, they go into the basement. You had all the you had basically cannibals that owned that house, and they had like fucking 20 people in there just pining away, and they would just hack off a limb here and there, and little bit at a time.
Burn it so they don't bleed
Yeah,
out.
man.
Yeah.
That shit was wild as hell. And that shit's gonna come back. Shit's probably happening now, man. You might have something happening in one of these high rises, man.
Esau getting freaked out to it, yeah, baby. I see you. I see you, Papa Love, brother. Good Lord, let me just get one up, man. That shit,
Milk and magnesium.
man, that's White Castle right there.
I just want to know what the stock is.
Come on, man. The Doc Martens get the shit started. They boots on the ground. They just walking the wrong way. They lucky it's a Sabbath. And we on the Lord's time. Go ahead.
That dude in that picture.
The badge your brother up, and he said it was a fast process. It's really a slow process. Yeah, when you hallucinating and you hunger, you dying for hunger, you actually your body started to hallucinate and you start to want everything that you see.
Right.
And that's why you tell you in the Proverbs, they tell you you want the fruit of the field. Basically, you want everything you desire. So everything that you when you so hungry and you hallucinating and you stricken in what you want, hey, it's nothing. There's no hell bar. You'll eat yourself. You'll eat you. Shit. You'll eat your children and everything. Man.
So that's why in the cartoons, niggas be hungry. They look at a
turn to
motherfucker
everything.
and he look like a talking steak, man. Or a motherfucking chicken or something, man. That's how you niggas gonna be looking at each other. Nigga just head just turned into a steak.
This is Lamentations 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away. And that's what the brother Batakala was just going into when he was talking about the Korean lady. They was pining away. It says, shrinking through for want of the fields. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. All right? And they show you that in the book of Kings. It says that the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. That's going to be the judgment of a lot of you women who, like the elder brother Batazawani was just bringing out, man, who king your children. My son is my king. Wow. He about to be your dinner, bitch. Wow. All right? Little Ray Ray, the nigga nugget.
And for them niggas, for your sons to be kings, you bitches sure treat them right.
Right. They were, right. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Yahweh have accomplished his fury. He hath poured out his fierce anger and hath kindled a fire in Zion and devoured the foundation thereof. And that's especially you whores who walked out on men of the Lord. Y'all really gonna get that judgment, man. Since you won. And then like the other brother, because I was bringing out, man, you know these bitches will leave a brother and try to go teach some nigga. Some nigga like Ray Ray a breakdown.
Oh, they're gonna find one. They're gonna find a J-Brew.
A J-Brew.
They'll find a J-Brew that's simping for the women.
Oh yeah. Like shit, like one of my ex-wives, so-called wives, right? It's bitch in the all black conscious community.
Oh, you wouldn't have got beside none of them, huh?
Said, sister, you let that brother tell you you wasn't the. Yeah, now this shit it's funny as hell to me.
Niggas cooking them niggas spaghetti every day.
Every day. Oh, they like it. Because one of my little brothers was into that shit. That nigga's everything, man. I don't know what that nigga is, but I remember when I first found out the truth. When I came into the truth, we was both gang banging and shit, but when I first came into the truth, I'm like, man, you know how you just get hyped up and try to tell everybody and shit. So this the first nigga I come to. This my nigga. So he coming to the commit. And I was just basically, we was just going back and forth, and I was talking about, man, you know, you can't pop no bitch on her period, man, or you really ain't even supposed to be around her, but we in captivity. And he was like, this is like 08, 09. This nigga comes up with some rambunctious shit. He come up with the command, bro. This nigga say, what? That's when the life leaving the woman. So that's when the spirituality is deep. You gotta have. That's when you really supposed to be closer to your woman and have the most sex with her.
Man,
You niggas
that's
are crazy, man.
That's death coming out. That's her body cleaning out the egg that didn't get fertilized, man. That shit is filled with death. You can't even reproduce.
So she ain't even gotta make the nigga spaghetti, man. You know what's going on.
That's why these niggas be so ready to do some crazy shit over these bitches, man.
Right. Right.
That shit put demons on you, man.
Them niggas will commit off the chain, man.
Niggas in general, bro.
Niggas in general off the chain.
They wild about these damn bitches. A bitch that's fucking ain't homie.
I was just gonna say that. Then you kill a nigga over these tricks. You get 55 years of your fucking life taken away from you, man. Cause you was raised by a bitch like that. So now you all effeminate, impulsive. You know? That shit on the Boondocks, a nigga moment. Right. Every day of your life you having a fucking nigga moment, risking your life, man, and your freedom.
Your life is just one big
One big episode of a nigga moment.
Never ending.
I got something. This is the book of 1 Ezra 1:27. Many also have perished have erred and sinned for women. Verse 28. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his
Now,
power?
Salaki, read 26.
26.
Yeah, you got
This is the book of 1 Ezra
You gotta get
1:26.
into it.
First,
A little bit more. 22.
This is the book of 1 Ezra 4:22. But this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
And that's a lot of these niggas out here now, man. They simping and they go to work hard as hell and come home and bring their fucking check to the woman, man. Letting her make the decisions for no fucking fair reason, man.
That one ain't nothing extra hard for her. When you read Proverbs 31, this may be a shock to a lot of people. When you read Proverbs 31, that woman, she actually increased that man's value, not as personal value, but as far as monetarily. Hey, look, a woman is a helpmeet. It says she bought a field, she sold clothes, sure her merchandise is good. A woman's supposed to be good with that shit, man. You do a little mix and match, man, whatever it may be. Come up with good side hustles, man. All right, in America, how much more in America should the woman got the advantage here, man? But then you got these niggas and these bitches think you gotta bow down to these bitches. When they got the advantage.
That's supposed to
When
help
you read
out.
Proverbs, you say her man, he was a brother, apparently he was a brother of truth, and say he sat in the gates amongst the elders. That was his job, man. He did the work of the Lord. And she brought in money. And he managed it, man. He fucking managed it.
Right.
Alright, that's just what it is, man. Alright, the word woman means female servant.
Right.
Alright, we gotta labor and toil, you know, under the curse that was put to Adam. Ultimately, we're doing that in this truth. But your woman, man, she called her. Go get that money, man. Learn how to bake. And then put that shit on TikTok and get some followers, bitch. And ship them cakes out.
Right.
Then you got the free foods, you got link card, you got Section 8. Then we Israelites, so you know what real marriage is. So if you with me, you know we ain't got to get legally married and we can really wreck the so-called white man system. But no.
They'd rather be driving a car that's gonna crash than safely get to their destination, man. Because they want to drive.
And the
They wanna
destination
do
is
it.
salvation. And you can't drive to that destination. The man has to drive to that salvation.
Got something back up the
It's a little bit.
This is Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish woman plucketh it down with her hands. And that's the modern day woman is the second part of that verse. Hey, they just pluck down the house. You try to, like you're building up a wall, right? You got, you build up one side of the house, you're going to the next. While you're building up the one side, the bitch is fucking tearing down the wall you just built, man.
Hey, she got that Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck spirit. Mickey Mouse built the house and Donald Duck fucked it up.
Oh, yeah.
This is Donald Duck, man.
And just so these words we misconstrued, I ain't saying niggas supposed to be in the house eating motherfucking Fruit Loops all day.
God.
I'm saying there's a woman is to help me. She should be bringing in financial help, man.
Right.
And she actually, in this society, should be breaking it in, man.
Right.
Breaking it in.
She got the benefits. They get first-time homeowner grants.
Yeah.
You know, they get grants for school. She can go to school for nothing and get free money for that, man.
Right.
All right? Plus the food stamps, plus all the cash assistance, just like Atlanta. They giving black women money just because right now. It's a tech
Yeah.
run.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Let's
gotta go to
reduce
Atlanta
that.
and break something.
Right.
Man, fuck that.
And like the elder basically was saying, man, you women supposed to be making the money because it's more easy for you to make the money in this society. But instead of understanding that, you women want to look down on motherfuckers because you make more money, not taking into account the fact that it's rigged for you to do that. They set it up so you can make more money, and instead of helping your man out with that, you throw it in his damn face.
Yep.
Fuck this whole thing.
Right.
Shit.
But that should be perfect. The way the Lord got things set up is perfect. Did the man say the man got multiple women? He got his crib, and then there's 2 extra cribs for the 2 women he got. That's 3 households. But they could be living in one household. Instead of paying $3,000 for each fucking house they in, they could be paying $1,500. Have a nice 3-4 bedroom spot with nice hot tub bath in there.
Ain't gotta pay
They
for
got
no
extra money.
babysitter,
Right.
babysitter,
No more
child care.
postpartum depression because you got help now. But y'all don't think about that. As soon as you mention polygamy, the woman say, well, the man's supposed to be able to take care of all of them. And that's not the case, man.
What scripture is that, bitch?
They misinterpret the Exodus, man.
Yeah.
The Exodus talking about duty of marriage and raiment. He must provide. That's talking about a man that bought a female servant, an actual servant. Because the one you buy a man servant, he gets to get released. A female servant is yours forever. She can't be redeemed. She can't be bought back by her family. She's yours forever. So you gotta look after her. She gotta be straight. So they have to work provided for her so she can get paid and be taken care of still. Now they talking about an actual wife, man.
This is Proverbs.
And naturally, as a man still gonna do what he gotta do.
Of course.
But a woman is supposed to be a helpmeet. This society is built for you. So help, hey, you gotta use you got to get what you want.
Shit.
Make that money.
Don't let that money make you. And I don't mean that no whoremongering way, man.
God.
It's just, on the right-hand side, man.
It Just is what it is, man.
Right.
That's just the reality. That's just us transferring your scripture into modern day times, man. But you know, like a lot of you, especially you stupid ass niggas in Kemet, man. They talk about, oh, how does that Bible affect me today? Why don't it? That's like their biggest thing, man. That Bible. Man, the Most High is gonna rip you niggas to pieces. First, look, man, that's the worst thing to ever be in, man. Outside of an Israelite, well, the worst thing to ever be is an Israelite teaching false doctrine who know he Israelite. That's first. Then all you, Egypt niggas, man. You Egypt niggas and you Muslims, man, you niggas finished, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first disrespect y'all got is toward the Bible, man.
Right. Hey man, and when it comes to the because the elder Benji said it's not in the whoremonger's way, and that's right. You bitches don't even gotta go to college. You can get a job paying 50